Here we go. Okay, so once again, you've imported the media, okay, from downloadable folders, okay? Okay, and we should have 4 videos, 4 images, although I have. Now you might have this guy right here, the sequence, okay? If it is, feel free to drag that out. Okay, so drag it out right there so that it's not inside the folder, okay? You kind of want to be able to see that right off the bat. Okay, so if you notice that this sequence name is the same as this sequence name. Now if I change the name, let's go and change it. Let's call this, and if you double click on it, let's just timeline exercise, just timeline 01, that's good. Okay, if you change it there, and guess what? It's changed down here too. Okay? So you want to, so just be wary that this is the sequence. So this sequence is whatever is over here. And a sequence meaning a combination of video, pictures, ultimately audio. But this timeline. Now let me show you a really cool trick here. We did the timeline beforehand. If you guys go down, now I'm not going to go over this again because you really won't like me for doing that. Well, let me see, where is it? Okay, here it is right here. So, go to where it says starting Premiere. This is in the classroom. And where it's supposed to be U1 L2A, but it's L2A. And it's called the Windows panels. Okay, so once again, okay, Christian, you with me? Okay, so go to Google Classroom where it says U1 starting. Okay, under U, okay, so you'll see right here, okay, there is a toolbar. All you got to do now is just copy them, just kind of like highlight everything. See, so I'm going to start my cursor here, and I'm just going to go ahead and do this. Okay, or you can do this. Instead of that, do this, everybody. Go ahead and copy. Okay, this slide. Copy the slide. So right-click, copy the slide. Go to the new slide and just paste, if you like. See that? Although you're going to get rid of the pretty yellow bar. Or if you want, like I said, I'm going to do it this way. I'm just going to copy the whole thing. Copy. Go over here and paste. There it is. Okay, so obviously something has to be removed. So like the top part. Okay, and I've got everything. Pretty simple. So yes, you can copy from one slide to another. I don't know if you guys knew that or not. Okay, Lucas, did you know that? Okay, fine. I thought I was teaching you something new. But heck, I bet you I reminded you of it. All right. So that's the tools, okay? And all the explanation is right there. Now, of course, I'm not going to ask you to memorize anything. There's no point because you have to know what it is. In order to do that, you have to live it. We're going to go ahead and do the tools after our initial projects. So today we're going to do the tools. Tomorrow we're going to do, today we're going to do the timeline. Tomorrow we're going to do the project panel. And then we'll start our projects on Wednesday, okay? All right, the next slide is understanding VA and A+, okay? So let me get something really quickly. Okay, so going into Premiere, okay, you'll notice right here, these are all VA, okay? So V stands for what? Okay, I don't know what he just said, but oh, okay, sorry, I thought you said something else. All right. Okay, Mesa. Anyways, I'm going to listen to Christian here. He got it right. That's video. A is for Anthony, right? Yeah, there you go. Audio. Okay. So the thing is that you notice how it's highlighted. Let's go ahead and try to bring in an image, just one image, okay, into V2. Can you do it even though it's not highlighted? Let's go and do that. Yes, you can. So I don't know why we have to highlight it. Pretty much, it's Yeah, I don't know why that is highlighted, so you don't really need to do that. But sometimes it will not allow you, okay? If you notice, you have the lock right here. You see there's a lock there? And you can also hide. Okay, so notice right here is a programming. Let's go ahead and put down two computers, put on another video, and put the playhead right above there, okay? So you can see where the playhead is, and you can see that on the program window, there is something that is over the video. Now, if I press the I right here, just like in Photoshop, okay, this is why we want to make Photoshop first. If you click there, you'll notice that it'll actually hide it, okay? But will it, if you export it, will this image show? Yes, it will, because it's still part of the line. So go ahead and remove that. But I'm just saying that you can even do that here, okay? Where you can actually hide an entire line, all right? And then this one, I'm not sure, toggle links on, this is the lock, okay? So if you click on the lock here, in other words, if you try to bring in any other thing, nothing will happen. In fact, you'll notice that there is this little pattern here that prevents anything else from happening to it. And that's a good idea, actually. It's a really good idea if you want people not to mess with it, you're working on a team. Alrighty? So what I'd like you to do now, if possible, if you can just screen capture just this part right here, the where the V1 and all that, just click there you go, and bring that in, please. Okay, so bring that into your second one, understanding okay. Screenshot just this area right here, there it is right there, okay? Just that area. Try the best that you can, okay? And there's the notes, so if you could go down to U4L, if you refresh the page, there's the notes right there. Okay, what I'd like you to do is just copy just this part right here, okay? Just that part and put it into that slide. All right, so it basically here is what the purpose of that timeline is, but at any rate, I also want to show you how to add timelines. All right, so let's say, for instance, okay, so go ahead and copy and paste that. I'll give you a couple of minutes. You don't have a first period? Your class is canceled? Oh. They can't let that happen. This is their semester starts today. Or next week, something like that, which is... No, you're welcome here anytime. Okay. Okay, so you've got all this. Hopefully you copied it. It doesn't, by the way, if it doesn't have to all be, excuse me. Here's what you can do if you need more space. Sorry, I'm running out of. Let me show you something. You can actually make the page bigger. So if you go to edit, go all the way down to, is it edit? File. Okay, go to file and go down to page setup. Okay, I'm just showing you this once, okay? Go to page setup and then where it says custom, okay, make it so that it's 10 by 10 or 10 by 8, all right, inches. Okay, so once again, if you go to file, all the way down to page setup, okay, you can go to custom and, just decide 10 by 8. I should just do it for you. And now you got more space. So if you do copy these notes, all right, and here it is right here. All right. Oops, didn't let me copy. Okay, there we go. So if you copy these notes, and then you can go here. There we have it. So you just have it. It looks like it didn't really need that to happen, but it's here. All right, let's go on to the next slide. So that is VA, and so video. This is video, and this is audio. And you notice that they are always split. Okay, so you notice there's a little gray bar right here. You can actually move that gray bar up and move it down. Okay, if you want. Okay, so why don't we do this? Let's go ahead and overlap some. Let's put in like a couple of videos over, images over each video. So you should just do this. Okay, so if you only have 3 videos, you should have 4. But if not, try to put all 4 of them there. So now let's say, for instance, and let's go ahead and, actually here, let's do this. Let's take this and put it all on top of each other. So you notice how there's V1, V2, and V3? Now, say I don't have a V4, what do I do? Okay, what do we do, Christian? Did Mr. McDougall show you? Okay, so let me show you what to do. So we have V1, V2, V3. There are professionals who uses 10 rows. Okay, like I said, this is not a professional setting. Professionals, they have an editing bay. They have like a monitor for each one of these tables. Huh? You can do that, but let me show you an easier way. So I'm glad Christian kind of looked over. Watch what I do. There's a couple of things you can do. You can right-click. Okay, you can right-click and add track. You can right-click and add track. Okay, and you can do that, and there's your, and then you notice there's your V4. I've added a track. So right-click, add track. Okay. Right-click anywhere here, okay, right anywhere here, and you can click on Add Track. You can also delete a track, or you can add many tracks. Why not, right? The only problem is you don't have much space in Premiere in these computers. Even though these are big computers, you don't have much space. Okay, so now if I want to delete a track, it goes away. See that? There's an even easier way to do this, and I'm sure Christian will find out now. Okay, so if I took like an image from here, and I want it right above here, let's say I wanted a V4, but I don't have a V4, video 4. So now I'm going to go ahead and, if I can find, there. If I can find an image, watch what I do. I am just going to go ahead and I'm going to drag it up. There it is. It created the V4, see? I didn't have to right click on anything. I just dragged it up there. Okay, so try that, please. All right, so that's the nice thing about the timeline. Is that you can actually, the thing about Premiere is that there's so many ways to do one thing. Okay, you don't have to, I always say that you can go ahead and like double click on somewhere in the project window, okay, and it'll appear in the source window. From the source, you drag it down. You can actually go right from the project window into the timeline. You don't have to drag it here. Okay, so I'm just saying that there's several different ways of doing several different things, but I'm trying to do things that is less confusing because this is a very big project. Once we're done, we may cover about 15-20% of it. This is not enough. Okay, this is a huge. Of course, you guys all been through Photoshop, and that's that's probably the biggest software in the world. Okay, that's got. If you took Photoshop from me. You probably learned about 15-20% of that software. In college, if you guys were to study graphic arts, you'd probably take 4 semesters of Photoshop. All right, so it's so huge, and it costs millions and millions of dollars to produce. But then in turn, Adobe made billions of dollars back. All right, so with that being said, we got that. So I just want you to know. Okay, so you may want to write that down. Let's do this, okay? So if you have space here, why don't we right-click on this right here? So right-click right here, okay? So go ahead and go ahead and do a screen capture of that, okay? So if you do Command-Shift-4, you'll be able to capture this part here, and then bring that into the same slide as slide number 3. So again, upload from computer. Hopefully I have it. It's usually in your desktop. I think that's no, that's not it. I am having a hard time screen capturing. You guys listen to music? Yeah, I know, but it's not. I checked. But thank you, Mesa. Oops, that's too big. I have no idea what just happened there. Mesa said check recents. Nope. Okay, I don't know what's happening, but I'll do it again. I checked my recent. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly hurry up and put this in here. There we go. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and shrink this. Okay, and also, let's write this down, please, if you don't mind. Okay, right here, to add tracks, okay? To add tracks. Okay. And I'll go down further, okay? So we talked about there's one way, of course, is to right-click and add track, or drag the drag media to the new track, okay? And that's it. That's all I want you to do, okay? Yeah, right-click and add track. There we go. Okay, hopefully that's enough. I'm not going to dwell on this. Again, you have to decide what you want, how you want to do things. Okay, it's up to you. You can drag it up there if you need more tracks. Chances are these projects that we do are not going to require more than 2 tracks. But don't kid yourself. I've seen projects as big as 6 tracks. Okay, so some of these students here, they really go on. They really add things. Especially if we add titles like words on top, you're going to have to use a 2nd track at least. All right. Okay, so hopefully you have this. All right. Huh? Sorry. I don't know if he's talking to me or... Okay. So next one is number 3, markers. Okay. Now markers, again, watch, now we're going to do a screenshot of this too, but watch what happens, okay? Make sure that nothing here is highlighted white, okay? So click on the outside on a track. If you click outside on a track, you'll notice that the white will disappear, okay? All right? Now, wherever the playhead is, okay? Wherever the playhead is, for whatever reason, go ahead and press M. Press M. And you'll notice that there's a green thing that appears. See that? Now, part of the test that we took was to double click on a marker. You can name the marker, okay? You can actually expand the marker to like maybe 10 seconds, okay? Whatever the case may be. Press OK, and you'll notice right here, that marker and at this point you can actually make it go bigger or smaller, all right? But anyways, the marker is located on top of the timeline. But let's go ahead and click on a footage here. Let's go ahead and click on a clip here. And let's say we want it right here, okay? Actually, let's do this. Let's go ahead and put the marker right here, okay? Now we're going to click on the clip and now press M. Guess where the marker appears? Right on the clip. Okay? Okay, see that? Whatever reason you have, okay? So it clicks on right on the clip. So take a screenshot of this whole area where the 2 markers are at. Okay, and let's bring that in. I'm going to hurry it up so it can appear on the timeline and on the, I can't seem to shrink this thing. There we go, okay. So again, we got on the timeline or inside the clip, okay? Now, a lot of times this is inside the clip because you're trying to match the audio with, so in other words, if you had a song and you want, let's do this. Let's go to Fleetwood Mac. Okay, everybody double click on Fleetwood Mac. Hopefully you have it. And let's go ahead and bring down just the audio. Okay, okay, so just the audio. Remember how to do this? Let's go ahead and bring this down all the way into A number 2. All right, so if you notice that. Now, say for instance, and we're going to go into audio in a second. I can move it so that it matches this mark. So it doesn't begin until I get to this mark. You see that? So right here, I'm going to go ahead and play it. You guys feel free to play it. So you see, it can actually start right there. And yeah. And I think what I made a goof off. I goofed a little bit. Number 5 is the same as marker, so feel free to delete number 5, okay? Feel free to delete number 5. Sorry about that. But you can see how the purpose of markers. But I do want you to take a couple of notes, okay? Markers help you identify. Let me just write. Shoot. Sorry. Okay. Everybody's tired after a 3-day weekend. Markers can go either one on top of the timeline, or 2 inside a clip on the timeline. All right, so it helps locate a spot for a spot on the clip or timeline for some purpose. Okay, and the purpose could be to, again, when a music starts, stop. Okay, it could be when a title appears. Okay, it could be where a transition appears. You know, it just kind of helps you identify a certain spot, so that it makes it, you know, we can all like try to do that. We didn't have markers, 10 years ago when y'all were just little kids. 8th grade, let's see, some of you guys were, no, you weren't in the mood 10 years ago. I hope not. If not, you're a genius. High school at 8 years old. I'd say that's pretty good, young Sheldon. All right, let's see who's here. Okay, very cool. Let me go ahead. So hopefully you have these notes. Okay, I'll leave it on for a couple of minutes, or for a minute or so. All right. So we have actually just 4 more, and then hold frame. Let me show you a really cool thing here. Okay, so let's go back to the timeline, and I don't know exactly which one you chose, but let's say, for instance, you kind of need to expand something, okay? But you want to, let me see. I guess what you can do is. Let me just do this real quickly. Right click. I want to show you how to do this function here. Okay. Actually, yeah. Add frame hold. So let me just do this in front of you, because I'm not an expert in this. Add frame hold. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, it does work. Okay. So say, for instance, for whatever reason, okay, here is my crazy ocean storm video. Okay, so say I'm going through all this, okay? All right, and now I want it to stop here because I want to put something here. So what I can do now is inside here, I can right click. I can go ahead all the way down to where it says add frame hold. Okay, see frame hold. Okay, so take add frame hold. So you may want to eventually take a shot of that. Okay. Huh? Yes, sir. Okay, but you may want to try it out first. Let me see. Go ahead. Gotta hurry up. Add frame hold. Okay, and what happens is when you add a frame hold. Okay, and I didn't do it. Let me add a frame hold. I think actually it's. So much to learn here. We're only going to learn a few, and I can't seem to. That's what happens when you zoom in. Where is add frame hold? I can't see it. Okay, here it is, right here. So add frame hold. So watch what happens. You'll notice that this clip now splits into two. So if I move the cursor a little bit, look at the project window. Okay. Okay. You'll notice that and now it stops. Okay. Even though the playhead it keeps going, it stops. It freezes the video at that point. Okay. So just write this down. Okay, it freezes. Okay, and that's good if you ever need to, like, say if you have a music that's lasting longer than the video, that happens. Okay, so what people do is they put a frame hold. They keep the image in there, just so you don't have anything blank. Okay. All right, a couple more. Let me see. How are we doing with time? Okay. Alrighty, really quickly. So replacing clips, okay? Let's do this, everybody. Bring in let's do an image. Let's bring in another one, okay? Another image from your downloadable media folders. So wherever you have here, so I don't know whichever one you want, but find an image that you're not using. So let me show you something really cool, because there are some times where you're gonna want to replace clips. So I'm gonna bring in the brick wall. There it is. Now let's say I don't like this image, okay? I don't like this, okay? And I'm gonna double click here, and let's see, I can shrink this a little bit. We'll talk about transitions and all that. If you click on an image here and it's too big, you can always go to Effects Control and click on Scale and scale it down. So there we go, okay? So there we have it. If it's a square image, it's not going to fit, that's okay. Just do the best that you can, whatever makes sense. This is Gladstone High School before they built that football field. Okay, so they got a really nice football field, as do we. All right, so say, however, you know what? I want something else. Okay, so hopefully you've put in a new image here inside the the images folder. Let's say I want to replace this one instead of this one. So this one instead of this one. What do? Do we delete this and put this in like that? No, here's a better way of doing it. Let's go ahead into the image, into the clip, okay? Right click, and replace clip. Okay, replace clip. Do we do it from the source monitor? Yeah, we could, because the source monitor, okay, has the clip that we want. But let me show you the other ones. Or do we want to do it from the bin? You see that? From the bin. The bin also has it right here, see? Whatever I highlight from the bin. So I'm going to right click. And again, the important thing is what shows up here. I'm going to go ahead and right click. Okay, replace clip from bin. Boom, done. See that? How it changed. Go ahead and try it, please. All right. And again, you can select the clip and go to Effects Controls, go under Motion, and you can scale it down, like left or right, okay? You can do all that. All right, everybody, is it working for everybody? Did it work? Anybody not have it work? Oh, man. Hey, Mesa, can you touch the screen to the right, please? You got 87 seconds, otherwise you fail the class. Hurry up. Touch it, and then touch the one on the right. What does it say? Yeah, not in this session, please. Thank you. Perfect, thank you, sir. You're very, very, very useful. All right, so that's what it is. So basically, do screen capture, right-click, and just right here where it says replace clip, and if you have the options, okay. So again, you can choose source monitor. So that's what I kind of want you to. By the way, I taught. Okay, so let's just do that. Let's do that. Take a screenshot. All right, there we go, and then put that in, please. I'll be right with you. Sorry. Okay, I'm just going to drag this in. Okay. Yes, I'm sorry. Yes. Okay. All right. So, yeah. So what I'd like you guys to learn how to do, and everybody do this. Instead of me writing notes, let's do this. Go to explain the replace clip function in Premiere. And a lot of times, okay, so they've got all this stuff here. Down here, though, people ask questions. So you can just do this, and it's a lot of videos, though. Yeah, that's how people like to do that. There's also right here, but I got to figure out for you guys how to do the generative AI. That really is very helpful. Anyways. So it's pretty self-explanatory, though. I don't think we have to write anything, okay? So you guys know exactly. All right, let's just finish up the last two clips because I need to talk to the other students here. All right, so say, for instance, we go here, all right? And you notice how this, let's say your first clip right here, all right? This is also pretty big. This is, we already have the right... Let me show you. So the next slide here is called copying attributes. Let me show you how it is. Let's do it between images. You can do this with videos too. All right. Actually, you know what? Let's do that between videos. Okay. Let's say this video and the video is too large and I shrink it. Okay. And okay, so right here, I have another big video, and instead of kind of clicking and keep shrinking it, you see what I'm saying? So make it as large as possible, the second video. Make the current video, the first video, at exactly so that it fits. So right about there, okay? I have it at 162%. This one right here, I have it really 167. Okay, so, or maybe I'll do the what thing here. Yeah, I'll do this one. So watch what I do. I'm going to click on this clip because it's perfect. It fits inside the window. I'm going to right click and I'm going to type in copy. Click on copy. Okay, right here. Click copy. I'm going to right click on the footage and click on copy. Okay. So those who had Mr. McDougall last semester, did you guys go into all this? No? Okay. As I said before, this is Premiere on steroids. But here's the thing. I am very grateful that he covered some Premiere because at least you're familiar with the software. So definitely kudos to Mr. McDougall. Copy this and now go to the other clip. Okay. Right click, paste attributes. Paste attributes. And you'll get this dialog box. What I'd like you to do is do a screenshot. Before you press OK, do the screenshot of this, okay? This, trust me, you're going to be using this. What the heck? I signed it? No, I didn't. Oh my God, I did not sign out. I don't get what happened, just happened. What happened? I signed out? Okay, that was weird. Okay, all right, so I'm going to do it again. Okay, so I'm going to right click. Well, let me see if I find it. So I'm concerned that my right clicking mechanism is not working. It's still not working. This is concerning. All right, I don't know what's happening. You said, of course, Mesa said look at recent. But it's not happening, Mesa. What do I do? Okay. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna put this here. So basically, you're just gonna press OK. All right, and you'll notice that there's a shift on the program window. So you always gotta remember on the program window, okay? There's a shift there. So if you need to scale it, and trust me, you're gonna have images that's gonna require a lot of scaling. Okay, and instead of having to rescale everyone, you can just copy and paste attributes, okay? All right, so just keep that. One last one, and okay, so this is what I'd like you to do, okay? Inside your Google Classroom folder, and this will be the class. Let's see. Edit. Okay, you're gonna have to refresh it because I'm gonna give you access to Envato Elements, okay? So pardon me. Okay. Okay, and all my students have this, so it's not a big deal. What I'd like you to do is go into, if you refresh, I gave you the username and passcode. Okay, so if you go to Envato Elements, okay, and if you type in on Google, Envato Elements, okay? Okay, and then you'll find this right here. It'll say elements.envato.com, click. All right, and then I'm already signed in. Now the wonderful thing about this is that you've got all these things here. So you've got stock video, stock templates. Hey, guys, stop touching each other. It makes me uncomfortable. Okay, music, sound effects, graphics, fonts, all the stuff that you can download, okay? And WordPress even, how about that? But I won't tell my WordPress team class. All right, web template, all this. So let's say you want to find a song that is happy, okay? So click here, and let's type in music. And then unfortunately, you got to click on, I think the first thing you do is choose music, and then you type in what kind of music, and just press return. And you get all these nice little sound bits, and you can download them. Okay, so if you click on, say,
Audio Jungle.
Doesn't that make you happy? It makes me so happy.
Audio Jungle.
Okay? Okay, so anyways, and if you don't like that one, which I'm like, how can you not like it? How about this one? Okay, so this is kind of elevator music, but you can also give me a favor. Okay, how about rap? You can do rap.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Okay, anyways, you can download, or you want an image, listen up, you want an image, where's the image, photos, where do you see that? Oh, right there, oh my god, I hid it for myself. Like say I want the beach. Okay, look at that, look at all these images that you can have access to. So instead of Google, you can have high-res images. So you can click download, okay, and always, I did subscribe, fools. What are you talking about? Huh? Anyways, so sign in. So you're going to type in Cristaldi is my old company, and then Looks like here. Okay, so if I go to photos, and let's say I'm going to choose dogs. Okay, so here's all my dogs. So I can go ahead and click on this. Huh? I didn't say it was. Okay, so anyways, so click on download, and then they'll ask you, always choose Aztec Film Media, okay? Always choose that. It'll download into a specific spot. It might come in as a zip file, but we also have to make sure that it's, these are all not our images, but I have the right to use them, and that's all you gotta do. So, for right now, and the last thing on your, I wanna take a screenshot of the folder. Okay, so everybody go ahead and download, bless you, okay? Download okay, hold on, let me think. So let's download 4 videos and four images and create a new folder called Envato, okay? In your downloads, advanced graphics, okay, put in your advanced graphics. So you guys already have downloadable media, okay? Let's go ahead and create a new folder. Actually, you know what? Put it all in downloadable media. Put it all in downloadable media, okay? 5 and 5, and what I'd like to do is for you to take a screenshot of the 5 videos. Yeah, go ahead and do the 5, okay? Take a screenshot of you guys just having with all the files. So select the files that you've downloaded, or you know what, let's just create a new folder. Yeah, let's do that, sorry, Envato. And now, then you can drag it in. So put it inside the Envato folder, and then you can drag it into the downloadable media, okay? Or keep it there, whatever. But I want a screenshot of that. That's gonna be here. Once you're done with this, turn in for grading, please, okay? All right, cool. The rest of you, and after that, once you're done with that, the rest of the period is yours. I do want to see my filmmakers. Okay. Mesa, you got work to do? Mesa, check your equipment manager's name. Well, actually, you know what? I don't have anything. Right now, I'm not going to do it right now. Never mind. You're going to help me with tomorrow. Okay, so if anybody sees Isabella, you need to talk to her. Okay, so, all right. I need to see. Okay, I need to see my 6 filmmakers, please. Come on up here. Okay. Danetsis, Yelima. Actually, Mobashir. Guys, why don't you wait? Just wait. I'm going to talk to them first. Okay, so come up here, please. All right, so step 1. All right, first of all, please get to know each other as best you possibly can. There is a production sheet right here, okay, step 1. Okay, there's a production sheet. And so a log line is like a 25-word introduction. So in other words, like say, give me a movie, Deadpool. You guys seen Deadpool?
Yeah.
Okay, so Deadpool. Was he a doctor? Was he a Deadpool? What was he? Okay. A mysterious superhero who got his powers by accident. You know what? Let's do Spider-Man. Okay. A mysterious superhero who got his powers by getting bit by a spider. Does heroic things to save the town. That's it, you know? Star Wars. A young Jedi decides to fight the Force because he saw his aunt and uncle get killed. Something like that. So in this case, you need to decide which story. Okay? So the thing is, we just went through a protest, okay? Let's see. Okay, almost done. So if you look at it, what do you have the right to do? Okay, when duty calls.
A duty means not jury duty. Okay, a duty means I have a duty to protect animals. Okay, I have a duty to fight for immigration rights. I have a duty to serve this country. Okay, or something like. So you guys have to decide which duty to really talk about, and then you need to research on that. That's the beauty of the log line. Okay, and so once you figure that out, okay, then you have to write a synopsis. Okay, so my strong advice is to, if you look up on screen, is to watch these videos. Okay, watch it and kind of see it. So you're gonna all do this individually. Okay, so the cast is camera person, whoever the director is. You guys have to decide who's going to be the talent. Now, if you guys don't want to be in front of camera, I can respect that. Find somebody who will. Okay. You can find a guy even. It doesn't matter. Okay. But find somebody. My recommendation is that if you're going to work together, you should all have your own individual roles, even if it's in front of the camera. Okay. And I would just say, before the green screen, you talk. And you have images in the back. So Envato Elements, you have that information. You can download a lot of that stuff, okay? Now, also I need to know how you're going to do this, okay? We're going to film, and by the way, you guys have every right to go ahead and film during class. Okay, you just got to get this thing done. I'll catch you up with everything. So you're going to say, okay, we are going to film inside the film room, in front of the desk. We're going to have the monitor show the image, like say you're doing immigration rights, you have a symbol, find a symbol for immigration rights. And then you can interview people, you can talk to people, you got to all kind of make it happen. Okay, now the next thing is a storyboard, which is here, but it's also, but don't do this one, okay? And equipment to use, camera, whatever, that's just easy stuff. But I want you to get the idea of what you're going to talk about. So the next thing is then, okay, so next, that's the storyboard, okay? So I gave you this, or you can use the one in here in the production sheet. It's up to you, but I gave you this. Now everybody's going to learn about the production sheet. Okay, so storyboard is basically a compilation. You can use stick figures. You just draw. Okay, you just draw what the person is going to do. But in your case, you may want to have background images. Which background images are you going to use? You guys got to figure it out. So, and then finally, your research. This is the big thing. I should actually I should have this as the second one. Yeah, this would be step 2. So I'm going to change this. This would be step 2. All right. This will be due on Thursday. Okay, so I'll make this step 2 because storyboard actually comes third. Okay, so I'm going to make this one. Edit storyboard comes in 3. And then next do Friday. Okay. So storyboard comes. So you need to do your research. Everybody has to do your research. 21. Today's the 18th, so 20. Storyboard can come in Monday. We'll just make it due on Monday. Sorry. Okay, 24th. All right. So don't wait on it. Okay, especially this stuff. It's due on March the 7th, but I don't know why. Okay, there we go. So step 2, step 3. Okay, so try to, everybody for homework, do this and turn it in, okay? You can do it now, okay? But come up with something. What do you think that requires a call to duty? What subject? Okay? Why don't you guys think about it, okay? Individually. You might think animal rights. You might think transgendered rights. You might think women's rights. Okay, reproductive rights. Okay, that's a big one, especially coming from women. Okay, and it's got to be within the United States. So you can't fight for somebody in China. Okay, so it's got to be within the United States. You may. Like in Alabama, they banned IVF, which is horrible. You know, my son came through IVF, so I would leave that state if that passed. Okay, I would leave this state if that passed. So IVF, you know what that is, right? You know what IVF is? Okay. when a woman finds out they can't have babies because of whatever reason, okay, their eggs are not good. Every one of you have eggs right now, okay? So, and some of you, I hope I'm not recording this. Yeah, I was.